all of this abuse that people are now discovering has been happening in front of their faces for all this time. The reason why they're so outraged is because they're now realizing that they helped finance it. To know that Jay-Z is most likely paying for all of this to be done to you.
So are you trying to say like Jay-Z put hands on you?
I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me and he's got it on tape.
In the past few days, Diddy has been making headlines after CNN exclusively obtained hotel security footage that allegedly shows him f***ing his ex, Cassie. It appears to corroborate some of the accusations Cassie made against the Bad Boy Records founder in her now-settled lawsuit against him. The disturbing footage is circulating online, with countless social media users and peers weighing in.
As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns and appears to shove her in a corner. Moments later, he can then be seen throwing an object in her direction.
Of course, this latest development has also led to the resurfacing of some previous unrelated allegations against Diddy, including one made by Jaguar Wright during her recent interview with Real Life Productions. During the interview, Jaguar was asked what she believes will happen next, to which she replied, "Kathy White's true K is going to be unveiled, and it's not a man." From there, she was asked to elaborate and accuse Diddy of having a tape of the alleged crime. "Show them the tape, Diddy. You've got it," she stated. "That might buy you a little time. We're gonna hang you high, be Jay-Z too, Beyonce too." For those who don't know, Kathy White was alleged to be Jay-Z's mistress before passing away in 2011. Their rumored romance and her subsequent death led to countless conspiracy theories, which are all completely unconfirmed. Nonetheless, it looks like social media sleuths have been hard at work digging them up. She now claims that Jay is next on the chopping list, and she may be right. She has been before. Long before singer and music producer Cassie accused music mogul Diddy of R and Jaguar Wright had made scathing allegations against him. In 2022, the singer appeared in an interview with Real Life Productions and made several revelations about the music industry. In her disclosures about Diddy, Jaguar suggested that he could be behind the death of some Uptown Records employees. She said, "Uptown Records started with 5 people: Andre Harrell, Al B. Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. Kim Porter was the longest working employee. She was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead, Heavy D is dead, Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?" she sarcastically asked. Jaguar added that the dead and surviving Uptown Records employees had one thing in common. They were all writing tell-all books, she added. "Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest MF because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning are gone. Just him." Jaguar also alleged that Cassie left Diddy because something went wrong in their relationship. She claimed that Diddy paid Cassie $500,000 monthly before he dropped her down. With Diddy recently confirming that he's guilty, Jaguar now says Jay-Z is next, claiming the Blueprint rapper will go through the same misery Diddy is going through. The embattled Bad Boy founder is reacting to the release of a 2016 video that shows him shoving and kicking his ex-girlfriend Cassie. On Sunday, May 19th, the musician 54 shared a statement via an Instagram video, captioned with the words, "I'm truly sorry."
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked.
"It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life," Diddy said in the footage. "Sometimes you gotta do that. I was F up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable." He continued, "I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. Disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help, going to therapy, going to rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to be a better man. Each and every day," the Grammy winner added. The music mogul then concluded his statement by stating that he is not asking for forgiveness and was truly sorry. Prior to his most recent statement, the father of 7 shared a post on Instagram on Tuesday, May 14th that read, "Time tells the truth." He captioned that post, Love. The surveillance video, released by CNN on May 17th, shows an altercation between Diddy and Cassie, born Cassandra Ventura, that matches allegations she made in a now-settled lawsuit from last November. The security camera footage shows the singer exiting a hotel room and walking toward an elevator. Diddy follows her and then can be seen grabbing her by the neck and throwing her to the ground before he is then seen turning to kick her and grab her purse and suitcase. Diddy then kicks her again and begins dragging her back to the hotel room before he lets go and walks away. He next sits down in a chair and grabs something off a nearby table, throwing it at Cassie before walking away. The rapper also turns towards her again when someone else exits the elevator. Cassie's attorney, Douglas H. Wigdor, said in a statement previously obtained by People magazine that the video confirms her allegations. Expectedly, Diddy's lawyer had previously denied any wrongdoing on his part, both when Cassie filed and when she and the rapper later settled. The gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light, Wigdor said in the statement. In Cassie's now-settled suit, she alleged an extremely similar incident that took place in 2016 at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles, California, writing that Mr. Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye. After he fell asleep, Miss Ventura tried to leave the hotel room, but as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura, the lawsuit states. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. He grabbed at her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them as she ran to the elevator to escape. Cassie's attorneys wrote that she eventually made it to the elevator and then took a cab home to her apartment, the suit states. Upon realizing that her running away would cause Mr. Combs to be even angrier with her and completely stuck in his vicious cycle of abuse, Miss Ventura returned to the hotel with the intention of apologizing for running away from her abuser. The complaint adds. When she returned, hotel security staff urged her to get back into a cab and go to her apartment, suggesting that they had seen the security footage showing Mr. Combs beating Miss Ventura and throwing glass at her in the hotel hallway. Another of Cassie's lawyers, Meredith Feiertag, partner at Wigdor LLP, responded to Diddy's apology in a statement obtained by People magazine. The statement read, "Combs' most recent statement is more about himself than the many people he has hurt. When Cassie and multiple other women came forward, he denied everything and suggested that his victims were looking for a payday. That he was only compelled to apologize once his repeated denials were proven false shows his pathetic desperation, and no one will be swayed by his disingenuous words," Feiertag concluded. Diddy has been accused of sexual assault by multiple women in numerous lawsuits filed since November 2023, and according to Jaguar Wright, Jay-Z, a longtime friend of Puffy's, played a huge role in the sinister acts Diddy carried out. The record executive, formerly known as Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, and a host of other names, has undergone a myriad of reinventions since the start of his career, but has since entered a new and unwelcome era. Federal agents with U.S. Homeland Security raided two of the rapper's houses in Los Angeles and Miami on the 25th of March as he faces a string of varying accusations. Until the recent video, Diddy, 54, strongly denied all of the allegations against him. His attorneys branded the lawsuits and their accusations as money grabs, baseless, or sickening. The entertainer has not been formally charged or accused by federal crime. The slew of allegations and lawsuits against Diddy date back to the 1990s, when he founded his own record label, Bad Boy Records. In the most recent lawsuit against Puffy, filed on the 26th of February 2024 in New York, producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones alleged he was subjected to unwanted advances by associates of Diddy at his direction, and that he was forced to engage in relations with the S-workers Diddy had hired. The producer, who worked for the rapper between September 2022 and November 2023, claimed his boss sexually harassed, drugged, and threatened him for more than a year. He said he has video and audio evidence of Diddy, his staff, and others engaging in serious illegal activity. The lawsuit identified rapper 50 Cent's former girlfriend and the mother of one of his children, Daphne Joy, as one of the alleged S-workers. The lawsuit also alleges that Diddy regularly hosted S-trying parties with underage women and illegal drugs, and implies record label executives who looked the other way financially benefited from access to celebrities and dignitaries, including the British royal Prince Harry. One of these executives is reportedly Jay-Z. On his part, Prince Harry is not accused of any wrongdoing or of attending parties himself. Diddy's attorney told the Los Angeles Times that the lawsuit contains reckless name-dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not occur. Ryan Mendelsohn, who used to live in the area where Diddy's Los Angeles property was searched, told reporters he would see parties at the home and women outside until 6 a.m., which was not usual. I drive by a lot, and I see that a lot of girls, maybe 5 or 6 girls outside, some leaving, some not, some going in, he said, according to NBC News. I never thought anything of it, Mendelsohn, who added that he did not know the veteran rapper lived there until the news broke. But now, it's crazy. In November 2023, Joey Dickerson-Neal filed a lawsuit alleging that Diddy drugged her, sexually assaulted her, and secretly recorded the assault while she was a college student in 1991, NBC News reported, citing the filing. She claimed that the rapper pushed her to go to dinner with him, and she agreed reluctantly on the 3rd of January 1991, which is when she alleges she was drugged, resulting in her being in a physical state where she could not independently stand or walk, the BBC reported. The suit also claims he recorded the showed it to other people. She later filed police reports in New York and New Jersey and spoke to prosecutors, but was told by colleagues they were terrified that Diddy would retaliate against them and that they would lose future business and music opportunities if they made a statement in support of her, NBC News reported, citing the lawsuit. Since November 2023, 3 more women have come forward with lawsuits in the Southern District of New York, alleging that they were sexually assaulted by Diddy, according to NBC News. 2 of the women said they were teenagers at the time of the assaults. That same month, an anonymous plaintiff accused Diddy and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall of her and a friend in 1990 or 1991 after meeting at an MCA Records event in New York, where the singers were very flirtatious and handsy and offered them drinks, Rolling Stone reported. The suit alleges that the 2 artists invited the women to Hall's apartment for an after-party, where the plaintiff was offered more drinks and was coerced into having sex with Diddy, and was shocked and traumatized afterward before Hall barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced Jane Doe to have sex with him, according to Rolling Stone. After she spoke to her friend, the plaintiff allegedly found out she had also been forced to have sex with Combs and Hall in another room, according to the suit. A few days later, the label boss allegedly visited the plaintiff and her friend at a home where they were staying, where he became irate and began assaulting and choking Jane Doe to the point that she passed out, the lawsuit alleges. Then, a few weeks later in December, Diddy was hit with another lawsuit which claimed he had drugged and gang-R a 17-year-old girl in 2003. The plaintiff, identified as Jane Doe, accused the rapper of plying her with drugs and alcohol at his New York studio, and then R her along with 2 associates. The suit accused the music mogul of a S-trying scheme, in which Jane Doe was flown by private jet from her home in Michigan to New York. As you would expect, Diddy strongly denied all the accusations against him and vowed to fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. In a statement in December, following the lawsuit brought by Jane Doe, he called the claims sickening and said his accusers were looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged, he said in a statement. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. His lawyer, Sean Hawley, once again branded the events described in the lawsuit as pure fiction. We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies, he said. We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them. Following the settlement with Cassie, Ben Brafman, another attorney for Combs, told The Independent, "Just so we're clear, a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims." He added, he is happy they got to a mutual settlement and wishes Miss Ventura the best. Diddy and Jay-Z have been friends for a long time. Both have achieved great success in the music industry, but not without controversy. Their friendship traces back to the 1990s when both artists made their mark in the music industry. Despite the competitive nature of hip-hop, Diddy and Jay found common ground in their shared ambition and passion for music. In 1997, the pair collaborated on a track that landed on No Way Out, Diddy's debut studio album. The following year, Hov provided a verse for Diddy's sophomore project. Around that time, both of their careers were subject to controversy. The rappers found themselves in legal turmoil in 1999, and they were facing the same amount of time in jail. Per the New York Post, Jay was facing charges for stabbing Lance Rivera. Meanwhile, Diddy was on the hook for his involvement in the infamous club shooting, which saw him flee the scene of a Times Square hotspot alongside then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez. Ultimately, both men avoided jail time, and their friendship continued to grow. Diddy and Jay remained friends into the new millennium, and their bond seemed unfazed by their previous legal troubles. They were often spotted out together and regularly voiced support for each other in public. However, an incident that occurred in 2007 has resurfaced amid assault allegations against Diddy. In a video from a performance at Screamfest 2007, Diddy appears to touch Jay's B, but the exchange is hard to make out. That did not stop rapper 50 Cent from using the clip to drag Jay into Diddy's drama. In November 2023, 50 took to Instagram to troll the pair, suggesting that Diddy intentionally slapped Jay-Z's B. The video has also been shared on YouTube and TikTok, and people can't stop talking about the moment. "This aged well," one person commented. Another wrote, "Besides the slapping a situation that's going on, this definitely was the good times in hip-hop. Most definitely missed." In the following years, Diddy and Jay seemed to be just as cool as they ever were with each other. The bad boy honcho showed love to the Brooklyn native during an appearance on Sway in the Morning and revealed that they had plans to go into business together. "Me and Jay, we've talked about it. We said we want to pick the best one," Diddy explained. "It's going to have to be that one thing that gets it all the way popping." In 2022, Diddy and Jay stood by DJ Khaled as he was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and were spotted chatting during the ceremony. However, Hov has stayed quiet amid allegations that Diddy was involved in a litany of salacious acts, leaving fans to wonder about the state of their friendship. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has continued trolling the pair. On March 27th, he took to Instagram to suggest that Jay was missing because he had not spoken out about Diddy's legal trouble. The Empire State of Mind singer has remained totally silent on the matter, which has left fans scratching their heads due to the pair's close-knit friendship. Back in May 2022, Diddy shared his appreciation for Jay-Z and his musical career during an online discussion celebrating the 50th birthday of the notorious big streaming music service Tidal, hosted the Twitter Spaces conversation moderated by their chief content officer, Elliot Wilson, while Jay-Z was joined by Diddy, Fat Joe, and more in the virtual conversation. During the talk, the topic shifted to the deaths of both Biggie and Tupac, both linked to Puffy, by the way. "As far as Big and Pac and pushing forward, that's just me being a student of the game and loving the culture and wanting to push the culture forward," explained the Song Cry rapper, according to Hypebeast. Jay-Z, also known as Hov, continued, "That was the challenge that I was faced with, and that's a void. That's a big void. Others stepped in to fill it as well, not just myself. That's a big void. That's the two pillars right there. Imagine that, within a year." The Bad Boy record founder then added his perspective to the conversation, celebrating Hov for his own career achievements. "Bro, you filled them shoes though. You came in and we definitely give thanks. You definitely came. And I just know how much Big really looked up to Jay," Diddy shared. He continued, "They looked up to each other. That is crazy. And you had to step into the shoes of two people. That's all it was. It was those two people. They had things on lock." Diddy added, "Hov was coming, but it was like these two cats were just so big, and so to have all of that come on you and have that responsibility to keep this S fly and keep the art of it going. I think Hov kept the art of it going and took where they were at and took it even higher." The two have always been tight until Diddy's horrible accusations started trickling in. The pair were so tight that Diddy admitted to James Corden during an episode of Carpool Karaoke that Hova is one of only two people who are allowed to call him by his birth name, Sean Combs. "There's not a single person outside my mother that should be calling me Sean," he announced. Given their decades-long friendship, it's little surprise that they've been subjected to a multitude of wild rumors, ranging from being two of the many celebs who may secretly be part of the Illuminati to actively working against promoting and mentoring other up-and-coming Black artists. Predictably, wild rumors about their longtime friendship have gained steam since the disturbing Diddy allegations recently emerged, all of which he has vehemently denied. It hasn't gone unnoticed that Jay-Z is one of Diddy's 5 closest celeb friends who has remained uncomfortably quiet regarding the unsettling allegations. Jazzy has gone radio silent, issuing no statements supporting his supposed best bro or addressing the subject with anybody. Of course, this has resulted in throwing yet more fuel on the fire of wild rumors about Jay and Diddy's longtime friendship. In Jay-Z's defense, his allies claim that he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. In the Me Too era, few want to publicly support an accused offender. Lindsay Lohan, Oliver Stone, Donna Karan, and Woody Allen learned that after publicly going to bat for Harvey Weinstein. Still, if Diddy is innocent of all charges, he has been abandoned by his closest friend. 50 Cent inserted himself into the situation because of course he did. 50's been feuding with Diddy ever since the mid-aughts when he accused the rapper of involvement in the 1997 M of the Notorious Big. Who shot Biggie Smalls? We don't get 'em. They're gonna K us all. Man, Puffy know who hit that N. He raps in, hip-hop the bomb. 50 has been seriously trolling since Diddy's LA and Miami homes were raided on March 25th. He posted a mock-up of Jay-Z on a milk carton with a missing alert in March 2024. Anybody seen Jay? LOL. Puff said he ain't answering his phone. LOL, he captioned the pic. Meanwhile, if Jay-Z has gone into hiding, he's not doing a good job. He's been posting black and white hash couples goals pics on Instagram of the GOAT and Queen Bee for months now, albeit with the location switched off. Diddy and Jay-Z are both from East Coast New York City, the former from Harlem and the latter from Bed-Stuy. Their friendship started for real in the early 90s when their careers began to skyrocket, and they haven't looked back since. Until now, apparently. They were music and business rivals, building multi-million-dollar empires. Yet they somehow remained tight and even collaborated on tracks. In 2019, Jay was pictured quaffing champers with Diddy at his Los Angeles mansion while toasting his insanely star-studded 50th birthday celebrations. However, according to YouTube's Trinity, who, admittedly, isn't the most reputable or reliable source, yet still has over 100,000 subscribers, the hip-hop hearsay is Diddy's dry snitching on Hav, because he's livid about being ditched. Another wild rumor about Jay and Diddy's long-term friendship that's currently doing the rap rounds is that their relationship has apparently resulted in Beyoncé threatening to divorce her husband of 16 years. The two married in a secret ceremony in April 2008 after dating for years. I'm only 27, so I was really young. I feel like it's important for women and men to have their goals and their own life before they can complete someone else, Beyoncé told Ellen DeGeneres in November 2008.
When I was really young, I'm only 27, so I was really young, and I feel like it's important for women and men to have their goals in their own life before they can complete someone else. So,
Despite welcoming 3 children and becoming the indisputable music industry's power couple, infidelity and divorce rumors have plagued Hav and Bey for years. The gossip wasn't helped by the whole Becky with the good hair thing in 2016. However, they're still going strong, according to Jay-Z's Instagram, packed with hash couple goals pics. Beyoncé's? Not so much. Her feed's full of super hot photos of just her. Still, speculation about Diddy's sexuality and tittle-tattle about the nature of his friendship with Jay-Z is allegedly driving Beyoncé to threaten divorce. And once again, 50 Cent has stirred the pot. And if you happen to be a music fan, rumors have abounded forever that Jay and Beyoncé are Illuminati, which was once a real thing, founded by a group of intellectuals in 1776. The 1960s satirical book Principia Discordia unintentionally sparked a worldwide conspiracy theory that elites run the world. The fact Beyoncé released the track Run the World and she and Jay-Z performed the On the Run tour twice provided theorists with even more ammo to add to their purported evidence arsenal. Being a close friend of Hova's is enough to condemn Diddy to the realms of the Illuminati, and rumors linking the pair to nefarious activities have ramped up significantly since Diddy's feds raids. King Combs did his dad no favors by being photographed wearing Illuminati sweatpants the day after Diddy's homes were stormed. When the two rappers are not allegedly hatching up plans to run the world or working hard on their alleged S-traying ring, it's rumored that Jay-Z and Diddy spend their time plotting to rip off and hamper the careers of other black rappers. In January 2020, Jay and Puffy were accused of engaging in backdoor politics by Jazzy's old collaborator, Sauce Money. It all kicked off after Diddy's Icon Award acceptance speech during Clive Davis's pre-Grammys gala in January 2020. Truth be told, hip-hop has never been respected by the Grammys, Diddy said. Black music has never been respected by the Grammys to the point that it should be. For years, we've allowed institutions that have never had our best interests at heart to judge us. And that stops right now.
Truth be told, hip-hop has never been respected by the Grammys. Black music has never been respected by the Grammys to the point that it should be.
Sauce Money was having none of it. I just watched Diddy Icon's acceptance speech at the Recording Academy. He posted on X, formerly Twitter. And I can honestly say I respect the message, just not coming from him. He practices the same backdoor politics against his own people, him and his friend Jay-Z. If the Grammys are on the clock, then y'all are too. All this despite Hova's Rockefeller Records launching the careers of Kanye West, Foxy Brown, and Old Dirty Bastard, and introducing Rihanna, J. Cole, and Meek Mill to the world while under contract with Roc Nation. Meanwhile, Diddy's Bad Boy Records propelled Biggie Smalls and Craig Mack to fame. Yes, they have done good, but it seems the bad thoroughly outweighs the good they have done. And that's it from us today. Until next time, thank you for watching.